The little boy we have to actually look after. And one of the ways that I look after my little boy is through little bits of gaming. Not enough that it's a significant amount of time. Not enough that if I was single, I would put it on my fucking dating profile. Alright, here is a doozy. And this is another question from a woman wanting my opinion on men, which is a lot of questions that I get. So here it is. What is the deal with guys who play video games? As a woman, it's an instant involuntary turn-off when I find out a man devotes any significant amount of time to video games. Significant amount of time, that's something that we need to explore. It's like, if they're important enough to him that he actually mentions it on a dating profile, I automatically swipe left. Okay, so I'd love, you know what? Send me some of these screenshots without any of these guys' personal details or information, photos or names. I want to see what these guys are mentioning on their dating profile when it comes to gaming. Because yes, that would feel like it's a significant part of their life. And it will come into the next part of the question. I know I'm not alone in this as women. Lots of women perceive the video game hobby to be juvenile and unattractive, and we avoid those men as prospective partners. Okay, cool. I wonder if we subconsciously judge his potential as a father in this regard. Well, that's the thing, we. So you can only speak on your behalf here, right? Is it us or is it me? Are we women too turned off by something that isn't really a big indication of how masculine and mature a man is? Or is it men? Are video games as a primary hobby actually a sign that he's still an adolescent inside? Cool, so let's have a look at this stuff. So your question, is it us? Are women, this is a question that can be asked in isolation. Are women too turned off by something that isn't really a big indication of how masculine or mature a man is? Or perhaps is a woman turned off by something that is an indication of how he isn't masculine and how he isn't mature as a man? I would say yes, broadly speaking, but that doesn't have to speak to gaming. And I'm not alone in this. Would a woman perceive the video game hobby to be juvenile and unattractive, and we avoid those men as potential partners? I wonder if subconsciously judge his potential as a partner. So you definitely are subconsciously judging / assessing someone's potential as a partner, as a father and a partner. That stuff's happening, but your criteria are important, and that's what we have to get to here. We have to get to what are your criteria. Now, clearly you've got a criteria that is along the lines of, if a dude mentions how important gaming is to him on his dating profile, that is a red flag for you. Possibly too preoccupied with gaming. But as a blanket statement, here's the thing. No, I don't have a problem with gaming. I don't consider myself a gamer, but I, personally, consider myself to be masculine and strong and mature. And guess what? Are video games as a primary hobby actually a sign that he's still adolescent inside? This is really important. We have to look at this. Yes, but guess what? We all are. I'm still adolescent inside. I'm still a boy. I still have aspects of the boy in me. And here's the thing. If I don't feed the boy, if I don't give the boy what he needs, play, lightness, freedom, joy, then that shit's gonna show up really ineffectively in my life, like a fucking spoiled little brat who gets defensive, who marches to his room or he fights back. The little boy we have to actually look after, and one of the ways that I look after my little boy is through little bits of gaming. Not enough that it's a significant amount of time, not enough that if I was single I would put it on my fucking dating profile, but I have an old Nintendo. I play a little bit of Mario World sometimes in the evening before bed. Maybe every now and then on a brain break because I work from home. But the point being, what we have to look at, if it's gaming or anything, alcohol, work, exercise, porn, we have to look at the intention behind it. Why am I using this thing? Right? And so for a lot of guys, gaming, as a broad blanket, is a distraction from their life. It's a world that they can get absorbed in so they don't have to be in their own world. And it can very much be a sign that the adolescent is ruling, that they are still a boy, that they haven't matured. It can be, but not necessarily. This is why a lot of this stuff is so nuanced. So that's the stuff that you need to explore, right? Because again, I have a little bit of gaming. In fact, I just spoke to my wife the other day saying, you know what, my next investment, I'm going to get myself an old school Nintendo 64 because I want to be doing some of that GoldenEye action. Great fun. So I have to ask myself the question, like anything, how much is enough? Why am I using this? And how much is enough? So be careful to throw a blanket over it, but you get your own criteria. You might go, you know what, mentioning on your dating profile, that's probably too important for you for it to be acceptable for me. That's okay. You get to set your own criteria, but be careful on that. However, yes, know that you are assessing someone's ability or potential ability as a partner or a father, and that's okay. And of course, their maturity and their ability to be in their masculine, right? All of those things are happening, but gaming isn't necessarily the thing, but it might be part of the big picture. I hope that helps. Let us know with your questions and comments, ladies, what you think about gaming and how you've assessed that and seen it play out in the past. Fellas, what about you? Because those who are obsessed in that world will often think, it's fine, but maybe you need to take a look in the mirror, bro, and realize you're wasting so much of fucking time in that world and you're not in your world. Maybe. How much is enough? Why am I using this thing? Cool? Hope that helps.